Welcome, Soul Tribe, to Berries Love Tarot, where the psychic is sexy, but the advice divine. If we haven't met yet, my name is High Priestess Berries. I am a psychic medium and divine channeler, and with the permission of your higher self, we're going to explore a karmic relationship that might be putting you into a negative vibe. This person may not be coming across to you as being authentic, but your intuition could be screaming. So we're going to have a look at this person's motivations. We're going to ask how they are connected to you. We're going to ask how it is that they're behaving on the surface. We're also going to look at the undertow to see what's, I don't know, sinister motivations that they have regarding you. We're also going to ask the universe, why are you karmically tied to this individual? And we're going to actually have a look at what their motivations could possibly be in their next actions. So, after I go to shuffle, we do have the King of Cups, and this could be a bit of a frustration where you may feel like you always have to be the mature one in the most mature one in the room, and this person is going to come across as though they could be your equal. I've been drawn towards the tarot of oppositions. I sometimes like to call it my wibbly wobbly deck because there are some hidden motivations underneath. This person's going to come across to you like they're trying to help you and that they're trying to make you successful. But given that I do see I guess getting the sinister energy, your higher self is here to warn you because whoever you are, you're very vulnerable to predatorial energy, and that could be for a multitude of different reasons. We'll see if we can get to the bottom of that through this particular reading. But after I go to cut, yeah, there we go. Five of Swords. Well, oh man. Okay. So this is a feeling like it's not even so much that they're trying to rescue you. Like they're going to come across as though they're rescuing you. Here's the thing. There's actually someone in the background who is yeah, they have a secret partner. Like that's that there's I want to double check that, but it feels like there's something going on where they're going to try and make you feel like they're going to be your savior, that they're going to make you feel like they have all the authority, and they're actually sabotaging you. It's not every day I see this as a sabotaging energy, but this, yeah, like this is not just one individual. Like I'm suddenly feeling hot and flustered from all this. So let's pick some cards. Let's see what this fucker is up to. Six of Wands. King of Wands. Oh, I got the Empress. Like, check out that shadowy Empress. See it for what it is. We also have Queen of Pentacles. Damn. Justice. Justice. Wow. Okay. So this person, they're going to come across to you as though they've had some semblance of success, and they may even come across as somebody who they act as though they have your well-being at hand, but this showed up in the shadow aspect. This person is all praise and no pomp, but they're going to come across as though they are victorious or even benevolent. It's this feeling like, yeah, it's I'm hearing false advertising. What's underneath the Five of Swords? Six of Swords, Six of Cups. And I have to point out this particular queen and the Eight of Pentacles. Like, oh my God, no, this person, okay. Okay. So this person is coming across as though they are some like loving, benevolent, kind, most likely a stranger. I don't think you actually know who this person is. Because I see this undertow energy with all of the cards, there's something going on beneath the surface, and they are going to come across as though they are going to defeat whatever monster that could be um getting in your way. Like, have you been starting something brand new? Like, this is usually the type of person that's going to show up and act as though, "Hey, I'm here to help you. Hey, I'm more than likely to give you a hand." But it's one of these things where if somebody offers you their help, and they want no charge, you got to be super careful about it, because whoever you are, if you're drawn towards this message, more than likely you're somebody that is very giving, very generous. They see how loving of a person you are, but it's like they have been watching you for a while, and like I keep getting they. This isn't just like one person. This is actually a couple of people. It's like one person who is going to come across like they're going to help you, get over to the other side. They're going to make your life easier. They're going to help you through a difficult time, because they see that you're very sweet, you're very kind, and you're very generous with your loving energy. Like, if you're an open, empathetic person, it's probably because you were taught to do so. There's a little bit of a family karma going on in here that made you vulnerable. Like, I see the child and the father hanging out on the dock, but in the shadow aspect, there's this loneliness. This person's going to come across as though they were like that abandoned parent, or they're going to act like, like a lover that abandoned you. There's some kind of weird abandonment wound that this person is like drawn towards, like honey, because the Eight of Pentacles, there it's sort of like, oh well, I want to help you just because I'm a nice person. Like, no, you're helpful because you are a nice person. This person, look at these pentacles, is full of crap. Like, what they're going to do is come across as though they're going to help you make money, help you get exposure, help your business. It's good for your portfolio. Ugh. But underneath there, we have a tyrannical King of Pentacles. This is someone who's going to take from you before you get any chance to receive. So this is like someone, like if you're trying to make money, this is someone who's going to intercept your wealth before you get even a chance to spend it, or they're just going to take from you and then run off. Like, in some ways, like spoiler alert. But if this message is coming across to you, you're frustrated because you keep being drawn towards these predatorial energies. And, the internet is full of trolls. Like, there's two things we can count on when it comes to the internet is adult entertainment and trolling. Like, the internet probably wouldn't exist if those two things suddenly vanished overnight. And this person on the surface, they're going to come across as the savior, that they have experience, that they have some semblance of authority, but be very cautious. They have other people who are trying to see if you're vulnerable. Like, the mark, I think is the term, but it's sort of like they've marked you, especially if you're brand new and you seem inexperienced with something. And these people just want to drain your light, drain your money, drain your life force. And what they do is that they will try to start taking from you. They'll see how generous you are. And then once they realize you're sort of generous, then they try to look at your vulnerabilities and try to come across as the savior. But this Queen of Pentacles right here is more than enough evidence for me to let me know that this person they are not interested in your growth. Like, they're not interested in your growth. Even though we have the card of justice right here, I really feel like this is more about you. But this person, once they get into your energy, they are going to start gaslighting you. They're going to start saying how, you know what, like, what are you going to do without me? Or you should really consider, oh, what are the words that I'm hearing right now? It's like you don't feel the same about them, but they're going to try to convince you how they're still the best option and they still want you and that you're still valuable and they can totally help you. It's just lie after lie after lie, because underneath what this person isn't telling you, like, they're not balanced and they're not interested in balance. And once they take from you, they are going to go away. This is a family habit more than likely. And I want to have a look at this, especially with the King of Wands. But I also see at the base with this Queen of Cups and Six of Cups, there's some weird habit that you got into that made you think that you had to be kind to everybody. And honestly, like, I can identify with this energy. This is very much people pleasing. This could also be a fawning trauma where at some point in your life, maybe you stood up for yourself and a person of authority made you feel weak, inferior. They bullied you. They just said no, and maybe you didn't take it very well. Like, we can have a bit of a sense of humor about ourselves, but with this King of Wands, and again, I'm seeing it with the Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups. We do have the Page of Pentacles. Like, they're coming across as though they're a king, but deep down inside, they're nothing more than a page. And I believe this is a cricket. And if I recall correctly from the deck's interpretation, crickets are supposed to be a sign of good luck, a sign of good fortune. But this is like someone who came up to you and said, so I've won the lottery. Do you want some of the money? Well, you should invest into me and then maybe you'll get some of the lottery money. Like, it's ass backwards. And like, if this is an actual troll, oh, these guys are so well fucking coordinated. You're never talking to one person. You're always talking to at least 3 or 4 people who are trying to bounce you around all of your emotions. And these guys, these types of energies, they're good at the long con game. They can keep you going for days, hours, and weeks until they know that you are ready to accidentally give them what they want. Like, this is a predatorial relationship. Yeah, we got 7 of Wands. This is your hesitation that I'm feeling. Like, this is the tardigrade holding on to a bundle of seaweed. And the way that this person and the way that these people, they coordinate is that they really get you welled up in your emotions, that you start letting down your boundaries. That's what it is. Yeah, you have a family habit, an ancestral habit of letting your boundaries down because you don't want to come across as being the tyrant, that you're coming across as being rude. But this person is taking full advantage of it. What else do we have? 6 Pentacles. This isn't generous. Like, in this particular deck, you got 3 little critters here, and you got 2 that are looking side to side and 1 looking straight ahead. And the original meaning of this card is having a tribe that looks out for you. You got some people looking there, some people looking there. This person's going to come across as though they're looking out for you, but really what they're trying to do is they're waiting for you to turn away and then stab you in the proverbial back. But why is it that you think it's okay to be nice to people like this? Like, what is the... And let's have a look at this Empress here. Because, we do have the 6 of Wands along with the Empress, and these are both very dark, drained, shadowy energies. Like, these people are vampires, but they get you all hyped up and excited. They get your emotions all the way up here, feeling like, oh my goodness, maybe I finally can get what it is that I'm looking for. And the moment you start saying that to yourself, you're in their clutches. And I think a few of you might be in the middle of this, and a few of you are going to be encountering this like sooner rather than later. But I'm seeing this little mirror. I'm also seeing it almost like a magnifying glass, depending on how you want to interpret the energy. But there's an ask for you to look at the fine print. And if your gut feeling is like, I don't feel good about this, I don't feel good about this, and yet I'm drawn towards this, like, that's your warning sign that you need to get away from this. But what is it about my person's family history that's made them feel okay to be constantly drained? Like, for some of you, it's sort of like having a family of attention seekers. No one's inner child ever felt as though they were truly seen. So all everybody does is just try and say, well, I want attention and then I'll give you attention. Or you should give me attention and I'll give you attention back. This is a very transactional habit, I think, that your family has had. Yeah, 8 of Wands, like all of this energy just going everywhere and nowhere. And you kind of have a habit of ducking and dodging through everybody else's energy. Like, this bird has definitely gotten a little bit skillful at trying to weave through so much fast energy. But when the energy is sped up, like lots of fire and lots of air, it's so easy to overlook our emotions. It's so easy to suddenly feel okay about allowing people to push us around, especially if we don't have a sense of self. Like, I don't think your family gave you a chance to get to know yourself, mostly because no one in your family knew how to get in touch with their true selves. And the true self is the higher self, your divine self, your godly self, the version of you that you're supposed to be outside of societal programming. So, what do we have here? Three of Cups. This is another I look out for you, you look out for me cup. But the thing is with these little koras, I think they're called, they're adorable. But if you go into a sanctuary where these critters roam free, you'll find signs everywhere where it's like, keep your children away from these adorable, cuddly little teddy bears because they'll bite. Like, if you grew up in a family where if you were emotionally vulnerable and then you were proverbially bitten, you know, that's going to put you into a state where you're afraid to, what's the word I'm thinking of? You're afraid to say no. Because if you were starved from emotional attention way back when you were a child, that's a habit that you carry on into adulthood, that you'll take attention from anybody, even if it's sinister. Got Eight of Swords underneath. This is burying your thoughts, burying your emotions, burying how you actually felt. You know, even if you went to your family for advice on bullies, predators, people trying to take advantage of you, they probably give you some very bad advice, most because they themselves have this fear of being rude, fear of being withholding. And we have to have a deeper look at the ancestral trauma that made you believe that you should give yourself over and make yourself into a sacrificial lamb, or feeling like this could be your only chance to get something better. And oh, babe, I'm telling you, you are in store for so much better. And you are in store for breaking this cycle. And we have to dig deeper into what is the core reason why your family taught you that it was okay to say yes to bullies. So, if this reading resonates, we're going to be digging deeper in the extended to uncover the underlying karmic cause that has kept you tied to predatorial relationships like this. And I'll also break down a metaphysical treatment to help you shift your mindset and actively collapse the heavy timeline so that you can get into a timeline where you can attract supportive and loving relationships in your life. So if that actually interests you, meet me at the link below. There will be a link for you in the description. But if you're not moving to the extended reading, that's totally okay. Your adventure does not have to end here. I've placed 2 additional readings that you are welcome to choose. Think of this like a little pick a card. Just take a deep breath, look at both of the thumbnails, and click the one that your intuition draws you towards first. And otherwise, when I see you guys at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries.